Kevin Stick getting in on the action there.
There you go.
Plains.
All right, time for the bus stop forecast. The kids are going to blow right past that bus stop, it looks like, this morning.
You betcha. They'll be holding on to the bus stop signs quickly as we check the forecast today. Out the door this morning, windy conditions. It's going to be blustery through the day today. 63, may need a little light jacket out the door this morning, but really for the most part, it's nice out there, pretty mild, but that wind will make it feel just a touch cool. Sunny skies here heading home. A windy forecast day with winds getting up in that 30, 40, 50 mile per hour range, and that'll take you through the afternoon on into the evening hours. So we've got some very extreme conditions on the way as a powerhouse storm system moving through the Rockies here the last 24 hours, now spinning and rolling now into the plains. This is creating severe conditions from a blizzard up in the colder air of this storm to severe winds and severe weather along the cold front and ahead of it. So we'll be monitoring that. The threat for severe weather today possible, but the best chance is going into the afternoon. We'll shift over to our east here coming up today. Our story, much of the day is going to be the wind. It's windy out the door this morning. You see some of those gusts, 30, 40 miles per hour, but I think our winds really will kick in by about 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock today, where there may be some gusts closing in on 60 today. Shawnee, 57, Jones, 56, 50 OKC. Just see a few upper 40s, but these kind of winds, these can shake those power lines. They can create a few power disruptions in these kind of conditions. So if you get a little, flicker in your lights today or the power goes off briefly, that's not out of the question. As we go into the evening, those winds do come down. More classic winds for Oklahoma, dropping off to about 20 miles per hour by evening time. But again, from just after lunchtime to about 6 o'clock, very windy conditions here coming up across central Oklahoma today. Just extreme conditions, some of those gusts today, 50 to 60 miles per hour, maybe a notch higher in a few localized areas. And that'll take you through early evening, and that creates some extreme fire danger today. Very low humidity with those gusts up around 60. The relative humidity 5–10%. The drought's in place, dry. In these areas in purples where that drought is at its highest, that's we'll have blowing dust, maybe even a dust storm, a cloud of dust rolling into the state today, creating those really hazy, low visibility conditions. And that dust could be enough in the northwest part of the state with those stronger winds, really reduces those visibilities down to, half a mile or less. Also, power outages possible. Some brief power outages most likely in north and west Oklahoma, but don't be surprised to get a few power bumps here in the central part of the state. We're dry here in Oklahoma City. We're monitoring the possibility for a few additional thunderstorms trying to fire up, especially east of Oklahoma City. That is yet to happen, but we're monitoring that. Right now, all the rain is up here in the northern part of the state. Some scattered showers, a little lightning coming out of these, so we'll call them thunder showers going on for near Enid, near Lamont, near Medford. They're not severe, but they're dumping just a little brief, quick dash shower that rolls to the east. That's head toward Blackwell, Tonkawa, Ponca City, and Red Rocks. We'll keep an eye on those. Most of the rain here in the central parts comes to an end, shifts over into the eastern part of the state through the morning hours. We're 68 right now, south winds at 17. It's a very mild start. You'll notice that we'll hover in the mid-60s here through 8 o'clock, 67 at 10 o'clock today. And again, watching those conditions through the afternoon, those hazy conditions due to the dust blowing, that's going to create the dusty conditions as winds are sustained 20, 30 to almost 40 miles per hour through the afternoon. So boy, just a really, really vicious forecast with all that wind here coming up for today. 50s, 60s, some 70s right now. Very mild conditions and abnormally mild here this morning as winds right now running about 15 to 30 miles per hour. So the winds are not strong as they will be today, but they are going to keep going up, especially when that sun comes up over the horizon. We'll top out in the 70s for most of Oklahoma today. May touch 80 in a few spots in East Oklahoma. 60s here heading into tomorrow. And as we look at our forecast on Sunday, should see a pretty nice weekend. 60s, light winds tomorrow. Winds start to pick back up from the south, some 70s and a few 80s on the way heading into your Sunday. So 60s, 70s most days. We're watching the temperatures again on the mild side through the weekend. Warmer 80s on the way heading into your Monday and Tuesday. We'll track more rain and storms at the end of that 9-day.